This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we are a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek being held virtually this year. Joining me right now is Brendon Cahill. He is the president and CEO of Excellon Resources. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you, EXN on the TSX and EXLLF in the US. Brendon, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
Thanks very much, Robert. Love the background. Very nice to see that place. I wish I could be there sooner rather than later.
That's for sure. Well, it's something to look forward to for 2021. That's for sure, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's start very quickly with a quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, so Excellon has been producing from the Platosa mine in Durango, Mexico since 2005. We actually made the discovery there in 96, and Peter McGaw brought us the project in the mid-90s. And things changed, I think, in the spring of last year, seeing the gold market really go back into full roar. We started looking at a number of gold assets in the Western US, ended up acquiring Otis Gold in the spring of this year for its Kilgore asset, 1 million ounces, 0.5 gram oxide with tremendous room to grow. Very good economics on this project. We bought it for 22 million Canadian in shares, and right now at $1,800 gold, it's got a $300 million US NPV. And that growth potential really fits in with the rest of our story. A lot of exploration to discovery assets. The key one right now is our Silver City asset, a project in Saxony, Germany, where we're basically trying to turn the clock back 150 years in a high-grade epithermal silver district that we're the first ones to ever drill it. It's a really exciting project.
So we actually spoke at a Precious Metal Summit 2 years ago. So I'd love to get in, and you kind of already touched on a few of probably some of your answers to this next question, but I figured we get a full wrap. What would you say are some of the corporate highlights for the last 12 months or so?
Yeah, I think it really is buying Kilgore, buying Otis, and getting the Kilgore asset. That multiplies our resource base. It goes up by about 550%. We go from 50-50 base and precious metals. Platosa produces silver and lead zinc, to over 90% precious metals exposure. And really increases our NAV basis. This $300 million of value that we've purchased for $22 million Canadian in shares transforms the valuation of the company and really gives us a buttress value as we move into this precious metal cycle. But the exciting part is, in this market, discovery is getting paid for. And we can go through all the names that have gone from 15 cents to $15 or higher over the recent times based on discoveries. So an asset like Silver City, one that has been forgotten about because of history, being able to be the first ones to drill there, 164 square kilometer project, mined at grades of up to 3,000, 4,000 grams per ton historically, be the first one to put drill holes on that. That's really exciting. So we've changed from kind of a one asset company focused on production in Mexico, high grade silver mine there, to having a lot of asset value in Kilgore and a tremendous discovery opportunity at Silver City.
And let's remind our audience a little bit, what would you say makes the company unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
I think what we've done is we've kind of really completed the growth pipeline, but still leveraged it significantly to discovery. We produce from Platosa. We've done a great job, or we're in the process of doing a great job of getting those costs down at a time when revenues are going up because metal prices are skyrocketing. But Platosa is a small mine. We know that, 250 tons per day, 2 million or so silver equivalent a year. We've got a very good gold development asset that we can grow into, that we can expand, really unlock the opportunity there. But then we have a host of discovery opportunities. And the key thing about that is it's kind of, Eric Sprott, he invests in a whole bunch of juniors and some of them come through incredibly, right? But he's in so many of them, he always gets that 10 bagger, 20 bagger. I think he's probably looking for 100 baggers now, right? We've kind of done a similar thing where we've got all of these assets that we can move forward at the appropriate pace. And once they're discovery ready, that's when we can highlight them and kind of bring them to market and share the success with our investors. We're not reliant on one asset working out, whereas historically we may have been. It was Platosa or bust, right? We had to rely entirely on Platosa production, entirely on Platosa exploration. Now we've got a whole host of opportunities to chase down.
So then from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now for the rest of this year going into 2021?
Turning around Platosa, we took great strides in Q2 to reduce our costs, keep our productivity consistent, I think as we move through the rest of the year, there's going to be good evidence of that happening. And then Silver City is that immediate discovery opportunity. We started drilling on this project in early July. We should start having results out in September, and very exciting to see what we hit once we get these assays back, because it's a very interesting system to be in.
And with that, where can my audience go and find everything they need to know about Excellon?
www.excellonresources.com. We're on the TSX under symbol EXN, and currently on the OTC under EXLLF.
Brendon, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck, stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Thanks, Robert.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft. I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek being held virtually this year. Brendon will be there doing a presentation on Excellon, and thank you all for listening today.